And we welcome you to the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears on MHS2 from Soldier Field. A quiet 75-degree night, cloudy skies as Caleb Williams will start against Josh Allen. As the preseason is slowly winding down, as we are getting set to get underway. Just off the shores of Lake Michigan, we welcome you guys to a battle rivalry between these two big smash mouth football houses, as we're looking to open up the third week of the preseason as it slowly winds down. One more week to go as we expect Josh Allen to start tonight against Caleb Williams. Some key players from both sides, of course. Josh Allen, you look out. Keon Coleman played in Michigan State and also played for FSU. As we are getting set to get underway. Already for some streaming issues on my end, as we are getting set to get underway. It should be a great one here. Just gonna switch feeds real quickly. And FSU, as talking about before, Caleb Williams, Bears quarterback, Ben Johnson, Bears head coach. On the other side for the head coach matchup, Ben Johnson and Sean McDermott. On the Bills defense, some players to look out for. Of course, Joey Bosa, who came from LA. Also, UFA Tre'Davious White from Baltimore. As we are getting set to get underway for what should be a great match, I'm talking about the Bears offense. Had a little bit of struggle, major inconsistencies last season, as they are 32nd in the NFL, last place, with only 283.5 yards per game. As we are getting set to get underway just right before kickoff. As when we come back, heading to break, it'll be kickoff between the Bears and the Bills. Live from Chicago next. And we welcome you back on a 74-degree football weather night. Rain all around and cloudy overcast in the sky. Josh Allen, the MVP of last season, totaling just over 3,700 yards, going 28-6 on his ratio. It is the Chicago Bears and the Buffalo Bills on MHS2. I'm Chef Stevens, nobody alongside from Soldier Field in Chicago, just off Lake Michigan. A perfect football night in August. Looking like September out there as we are getting set to get underway. The Buffalo Bills, the favorite to win their division, AFC East once again. The Bears, after an iffy year, looking to come back out, as their offense was really the main problem. On the Buffalo Bills side, they had one of the best, very explosive offense, totaling just over 6,000 yards. Josh Allen alone for 3,700 of them, totaling 28 touchdowns, 12 touchdowns on the run, all thanks to Sean McDermott, the Bills head coach. Deion Hawkins, Alec Anderson, and Connor McGovern only allowing 14 sacks all season, the fewest in the NFL, helping the Bills rank to the top 10 in both rushing and passing yards per game. Some players to look at on the Bills defense. Joey Bosa, of course, coming from the Chargers. As on the Bears side, Case Keenum as a UFA from Houston. Talking about the Bills, they were great really all around against the run, and they created many turnovers, which complemented their high-powered offense. Defensively for the Bears, they are much stronger, definitely than the offense. 370 points on the season. That's about 21.8 points per game, only allowing that much, which is 13th best in the NHL. Solid against the run, only allowing 136 rushing yards per game. We'll see how the Bears defense will step up against this high-powered Bills offense, and both reversed. Should be interesting to see. The spread only 2.5. Leading for the Bills as we are getting set to get underway as Ben Johnson, his first year as the Bears head coach, offensive coordinator for the Lions from 22 to 24. As we are getting set to get underway. It is the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears on MHS2. As the Bears will come out first on offense. As it will be Devin Duvernay and Josh Blackwell, the punt returners and kick returners, first and second string. To kick it away is, as here it goes, as I lost it in the end zone, and he's gonna have no choice but to field it inside the 5, and that's where the Bills will start off. To start off, it is Caleb Williams coming out onto the field to lead this Bears offense. Last season, 62.5%, 3.541 in the rushing yards, 20 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. And he was sacked the most times in NFL history, is 68 sacks. And that was a league high. Highlighting their offensive line struggles. As here's first and 10. Under centers, Williams. Having the tailback. Sitting back, set center man in motion. A roll to the right, fires out to the screen. And he got it off to Colston Loveland. The first round pick in the 2025 draft. He was 10th overall, so it'll be second down for the Bears. So it'll be make that 2nd and 2, already eating off 8 yards. See if they go to the ground here. Single back set. Trips left also as an audible by Caleb Williams. As Out of the gun, Williams over the middle, he got it! As it's caught by Cole Kmet, and a first down for the Bears. Right over the middle, a beautiful catch. He was wide open, able to get against DeMar Hamlin. Two high safeties for the Bills, and able to throw that right through in the middle and up the gut for a Bears first down right before midfield. First and 10. 8 to go on the clock. Single back set. Out of the gun. Williams firing out to the left just at midfield. Getting tracked back as he got it off to TJ Moore. It'll be second down for the Bears. Second and 5. Able to lead off 5. Looking for a much better season for Caleb Williams. He had a great first season. Looking to capitalize right back up as Williams starting off perfect. 3 for 30, 42 yards. As it'll make it second and 5. 12:55 to go. As Williams able to go to the ground game to calm Monangai, as he was before on the practice squad last season, as a flag is down. So, Drew Dahlman on the hold. Referee for today, Clay Martin. The offensive line was a big struggle for the Bears. He was sacked 67 times, second and 15 for the Bears. 12:31 on the clock. As the back is Deion Hankins. Single back set. Here's Caleb Williams to the air in the pocket, fires over the middle, it's caught! Colston Loveland, the 10th overall pick in the 2025 draft, gets the Bears first down. Moving down the field quickly. The third target incompletion to a Bears tight end. 4 for 4 is Caleb Williams in plus territory. Hand off to Deion Hankins, and he will get to the 35-yard line. As under center is Williams. Tailback, Hankins. Williams to the air, getting chased down by Hamlin, firing out to the right, and he underthrew it, targeting Zacchaeus. As DeMar Hamlin was chasing right after Williams, it's 3rd and 5 for the Bears. As that'll be his first incomplete of the day, passing for 61 yards. As 11:09 to go in the first. This is the first 3rd down for Chicago. Williams from the pocket, got it off up the middle. It's a foot race. He's going to take it to the house. Zacchaeus, touchdown. A 93-yard drive, and the Bears are on the board first. As right off the rip, the Bears up on the board first. The PAT is good. It is 7-0. What a first drive for Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams, a great first drive. 97-yard drive, 5 for 6. As 11:01 to go. And here come the Bills. Galloping out to the right side, looking for the outside. And as he was twisted down, it was Lavisca Chenault Jr. As Colston Loveland was dominating, as Zacchaeus with the TD strike. Cole commands Zacchaeus a great job by the Bears. And Zacchaeus was just able to get to the right side and score. As 18 on the clock, as it'll be a man in motion. That with Josh Palmer and a handoff to Ray Davis. And it's second down. Jervon Texter Sr. with the tackle. Second and 11. The QB, and it won't be Josh Allen, it'll be Mike White, 6'5", 220 from Western Kentucky, as he will line up under center, the tailback being Ray Davis. Double formation, Mike White with the play action, he'll roll right, fires, and it is caught and out of bounds as making the reception with Josh Palmer. Third down for Buffalo. They've been stagnant on this drive, only gaining 1 yard after that 2-yard loss. Clock will tick down to the 10-minute mark. 7-0 Bears. Josh Allen had an MVP season last season. Total 195 touchdowns in 8 seasons. 3rd and 9 for the Bills. Full start, flags, and laundry everywhere. with 9:41 to go. False start on the Bills. And multiple flags down once again. $9:25 to go. Van der Mark with his second infraction in a row. As the clock will continue to tick. Fires out to left. Oh, we lost the football. It'll be probably incomplete on 3rd and 19. As with 9:07, as Robbins to punt with 9:07 to go in the first. And the Bears will come out 9:03, a fair catch at the 23-yard line. And that is where we'll start off a tick under 9. From Soldier Field, we will head to break. It is 7-0 Bears. Bills with a stagnant 3 now. We'll be right back. And we'll welcome you back with 8:59 to go. Under center, handoff. As handing off on the first play of the drive, as that was to Hankins. A UDFA, as that'll be 2nd and 8. As it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Bears. Sitting back set, double. And Caleb Williams will hand it off to Hankins, and he'll only get about 3. Clock will continue to roll. As 25 on the clock, 3rd and 5 for the Bears. 5 for 6, 97 yards, 1 touchdown for Caleb Williams. Single back set. Trips left, and here is Williams to the air, firing to the left. DJ Moore made the grab at the left sideline, and a 1st down. As that was Roma Doomsday, he'll go into his sophomore season, able to get off on a one-on-one against that linebacker, who is Richard Grant, able to pin him and left man free, which was DJ Moore. Tailback is Hankins. Under center is Caleb Williams. To the air, Williams will go from the pocket, firing out to the left, looking to target Hankins. DeMar Hamlin was there. That would have been a hospital catch or throw. As it is 7:04 to go in the first. As limping is Hankins off to the sideline. Under center as Braden Brown to replace Hankins. Incomplete, looking for the screen. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. It'll nudge the clock at a stop. $6:59 to go in the first. Single back set. Trips right. 5 to go on the clock. And that'll be encroachment on the Bills. It'll shorten the 3rd down. Javon Solomon went across. It'll be neutral zone infraction. 3rd and 10 will become 3rd and manageable. As just like that, it'll be 3rd and 5. 14 on the clock. Shotgun man right. Spread formation, double. Out of the gun, pressure coming on Williams, firing out to the left, trying to make a diving grab with Roma Dunze, and it'll be 4th and 5. They'll be forced to punt it, as they are not in plus territories. Williams 6 for 9, 106 yards and 1 touchdown. Caleb Williams so far looking great in this game. As Taylor Brandon Codrington, the Bills returner. And into the air, blisting down to the 5, has to follow up on it, bounces into the end zone, and they'll start off at the 20. The Bills will come out. When we come back to Soldier Field. And we'll welcome you back with just under 6:55 to go. Starting off on MHS2 on August 30th, it is the Texas Longhorns playing the Ohio State Buckeyes. That'll be a big noon game, 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern. J.T. Barrett will come out. Most likely next drive is out as White once again. And a handoff that goes right to Ray Davis, the running back. Second stringer, just behind James Cook. As it'll be empty set. White out of the gun to the air. White will throw! He's got it! It is caught by Tyrell Shavers. As Mike White, 2 for 3, 24 yards. To the air and incomplete, looking at a target. Jackson Hawes. Clock will stop at 5:27:30 on the play clock, 2nd and 10. Tyrell Shavers, 6'4", 211 from SDSU San Diego State. Heading into his 3rd season in the NFL. Out of the gun, White to the air, and it's caught just past midfield as coming in for the tackle. The offensive ranks last season for the Buffalo Bills, first in giveaways. Points per game in second, and red zone percentage in second. Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator for the Bills. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun to the air as White will throw, and incomplete as Latu dropped the ball. Rookie tight end came from a UDFA from Washington State. 4th and 5, they'll be forced, I believe, to punt it. It'll be a 66-yard field goal if they were to kick it. So 70 by Cam Little. As the Bears offense will come out. Robbins, short punt, and to the 15, it'll be fair caught. 7-0 Bears, and we'll head to break. A great first drive from Caleb Williams. The Bills looking for their response. And we'll welcome you back. Josh Allen, the 2024 NFL MVP, the first Bills player to do it since a man in 1991. 0.5 turnovers per game last season for Allen. Career low, second best among NFL QBs. Number one player was Justin Herbert. As the Chicago Bears offense will come out. As he'll go a handoff out of bounds to Britton Brown. As 4:03 to go. Clock will wind down to 3:58. Clock will roll a handoff to the tailback, and Britton Brown will get a first down inside the 30-yard line to just about the 35, and they will move the chains with the clock rolling, winding down the first quarter. Josh Allen last season just over 3,700 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, just under 64 completion percent. First and 10 for the Bears. As a man went to the slot, a handoff to Britton Brown up the middle, charging and blistering for just past the 35. Look at the target just past the 40 for the first down marker. $2:50 to go. Britton Brown, the tailback. Tyson Bagent. To the air, he will go. Bagent will fire out to the left. It's caught! Out of bounds. A first down into Bills territory. Second round pick in this year's draft. To Luther Burden the second. $2:11 to go. Man in motion going out to the inside is DJ Moore. And under center tailback was Brown. And to the air again. And it is caught. A nice grab. As Ian Wheeler was the tailback in that. Timeout, virtual measurement. Alamad Zacchaeus was the one who made the grab. Was it even a completed catch? A virtual measurement? As a rule change was the optical tracking based on a system that will track and measure the exact placement after being spotted. Look to be shortably 2nd and 1. Most likely, at least. We will head to break. Was it even a catch? No. I don't know. about 1.3 feet away. As will walk me back, it'll be second and in inches. And now a challenge to see if it was actually a catch. I don't think it was. Maurice Alexander made the grab. As I don't think it was a grab. Incomplete. As that one will fall incomplete. .202 will be where we will start off on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, a handoff incomplete. Or rather, stop behind the line as a tackle went to Hancock. New season, new rules. Dead ball spot following a touchback will be at the 35-yard line. Trailing teams may declare an onside kick at any point during a game. In overtime, both teams will have an opportunity to possess the ball. 1:29 to go. And he'll fire over the right side and able to haul it in. Short of the marker. As Tyler Scott had the completion. 4th and 2. Bagent. 1 for 2, 22 yards. And we will go for it, decided by Ben Johnson. Declan Boyle, the offensive coordinator for the Bears. As it'll be a single back sent, the back will be Britton Brown. Double-double. Or rather, no, it won't be a double-double. My apologies. That's out of the gun. Will step up and in trouble. The throw wide open, man. He's got it, man. DJ Moore. And rather, Alexander. And a flag is down. I think it'll be a legal man downfield. The fire to take guess after that scrambly chase down by Jordan Hancock going to get against the second string for this game. Oh, it'll be a defensive holding. It was Alexander, rather, with the grab. Has a handoff to the right side, and fumbling the ball with Brennan Brown able to recover right back on it with his stomach. 2nd down for the Bears. We will head to break. The end of the first quarter. And we'll welcome you back with the second 15-minute frame on MHS2. As the Bears will still have possession inside the red zone. Bajan under center. Britton Brown the back, a handoff to Brown the tailback, going up in a first down inside the 7-yard line. Second, as it'll be rather first and goal. As a handoff to the left side, looking to charge down to the 1, and he is short. Second and goal. Britton Brown still the back. Clock will roll. So it'll be second and goal for the Bears. 13:54 to go, 15 on the clock as it'll wind down. Britton Brown, the tailback. As he gives out to Brown to the outside. Bears, sick 'em. Touchdown. They'll go up by 2 scores. It is 13-0. So it is 13-0 on the game as sent a man in. It was Luther Bird, and under center was Badgent as he handed it off to Britton Brown as he strided into the end zone. From the right hash is where the kick try will be. It is in, hooking through the left, Cairo Santos with the kick. Second touchdown of the day for the Bears as we will head to break. And we'll welcome you back with 13:45 to go. As here he goes, blistering out to the left side inside the 25-yard line, and that's where the Bills will start off. It is 14-0 Bears. As the Buffalo Bills offense has been pretty stagnant. As a man in motion. Under center, play fake. And here he goes to the air, firing, and it was deflected down as he was targeting Elijah Moore. 13:34 to go. $13.34 out of the gunman right. And a handoff up the middle, stagnant at the line, pushing, and in the nothing really. It's 2nd and 10. 13:21 to go in the second quarter, 3rd and 10. Another stagnant drive by the Bills. $13 on the clock. Just under 13 minutes, 9 to go. On the play clock, out of the gun. Stepping up, and he is brought down by Andrew Billing with a sack. 4th down for the Bills, another 3 now. They have not gotten a first, or they have gotten a first down. 3 of the last 4 drives were 3 and outs. They only had 1 decent drive. It's 4th and 15. White once again stagnant. As Robbins will kick it away. A right-footed punt. Gets to the 35 and he'll run. It was Alexander. 12:06 and the Bills will come out. On defense, the Bears will come out on offense. It's the preseason, nothing really matters that much. They are 0-1, the Bills, as they lost to the Giants. Arlington Heights, Illinois. Is where they'll look for a new stadium. $12:06 to go in the second. And it'll go to the air, and incomplete. Targeting Luther Burden, the 2nd-round pick. Flag is down with 12:01 as the clock is stagnant. As the Bears are getting a new stadium soon. They're due for one. $12:01 to go. Play fake from the tailback, and it'll be thrown in wide open. There he goes to the left side, looking for some more room as Tyler Scott, 1st down Bears. As the clock will continue to roll. As Brendan Brown was the tailback, it was a play fake toss to him, threw it, left him wide open with Scott. At 3, some of White Bills players got onto him, as that was Hancock, I believe, will be credited with the tackle. 11:25 to go under center. Tailback is Burden Brown. Badgett hands it off to Brown, looking for a hole. He'll get just inside the red zone. 2nd down, clock will roll. Has out of the gun, single back set. As a man went in, it was Alexander. And Brown will just get to the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd down for the Bears. As it's 14-0, single back set, trips left. Badgett will go to the air, in the pocket will fire out to left. It is caught, a nice scooping grab by Burden. And a 1st down grab for the Bears. As Burden, the 2nd round draft pick in the 2025 draft. 9:32 in the 2nd. It'll be actually 4th and 1. It's actually going to be considered short. Lever Burden, 6 foot, 210, 39th overall pick from Missouri. It'll be a challenge, virtual measurement, whatever you want to call it. Timeout for a challenge. People had to break. The question is, did they get the 1st down? Luther Burden with the grab. Welcome you back with 9:29. Should be a first. It will be. First down and 10. Batchant will be under center. Tailback is Brown. They're still going to go up by 3 scores early in this half. Out of the gun. Play fake Brown. Batchant rolling right with time winding down. Throws! And Tyler Scott is it? Touchdown! A beautiful grab from the right edge of the end zone, and the Bears are up by 20. With 9:42 to go in the second. Tyler Scott made the grab, and the Bills will come out. Or rather, the kicker will come out for the Bears, and that one is right through, and it is 21-0. As with 9:42 to go in the second, it is 21-0 Bears. Coming out blistering. Badger went Division II with Shepherd University. Fucking played pretty well in the NFL. Chenault will be the one galloping outside of the 30, and he may have been out of bounds before with 9:36. As talking about later, the Bills will take on Baltimore on Sunday Night Football. That one will be broadcasted on MHS2. As it's a Bills takeover, getting cut right away is Frank Gore Jr. The new back is in second down. Clock will roll with 9:21 ticking down. As the Bears have an onslaught of scoring. .905 to go. Gore Jr., the tailback. Has Mike White still in the third stringer. Right behind Mitchell Trubinsky. It'll be battle for QB3. 1 on the clock. Able to get off the snap right at the 1 second marker. A handoff to Gore Jr. And it'll get to the 35. Third down for the Bills. Not really much successful drives yet. Mainly a stagnant game. Third and 5. White. Gore will line up to the left, single back set. And troubles White, and he's taken down. A sack once again by the Bears. as the pocket just completely collapsed. It was Austin Booker with the sack as the line was slowly closing in. It looked like Deion Dawkins just fell. Rather, it was not Deion Dawkins, but Richard Gorage. So to come out will be almost blocked the punt with the Bears, and to the 15, and here comes Alexander. Dropped it right at the 15. 7:27 to go. As it'll be first and 10:15 on the clock. Power formation. Under center, Tyson Badgett, and a handoff to Britton Brown. Getting about 5 yards. Top draft picks for the Bills: Maxwell Hairston. Round 1. Round 2 was TJ Sanders out of South Carolina, Landon Jackson, and Deion Walker. Brandon Beanie, the general manager for the Bills, 2nd and 6. Rolling right will fire. It is caught. And here goes Burden into the second deck. And a first down for the Bears. Luther Burden made the grab, the second round pick. Has 6:24 to go in the second. Play fake with time was winding down, and he got it to the line of scrimmage, but incomplete, trying to target Smite. So just like that, was 6:07 in the half. As it'll be 2nd and 10. And a handoff to Britton Brown, and Brown will get just short of the midfield marker. 3 yards away, 3rd and 4. Bears offense last season was last in yards per game. Really abysmal. Badgett in shotgun. Directing Moore. Gunman right, and here's the snap. Moore, that'll fire over the middle. It's caught! Inside the 30-yard line, a first down for the Bears. As Badgett threw it right to Torres for the first. Samori Torres. The Bears this season with a Week 5 bye. A handoff to Britton Brown. Brown looking for another hole and got a few yards. Clock will continue to roll. A lot of extensions this offseason, including Josh Allen. James Cook, 4 years, 48. Josh Allen, 6 years, 330. Khalil Shakir, Really no starters in at this point. As I toss out to the right. As here's Brown to the outside. Brown will get a first down. Try to find some more room, could not, but able to move the chains. 3:59 to go in the second. Tyson Badgen is 8 for 10, 144 yards and a touchdown. 22 to go on the play clock as it'll continue to wind down, so I believe we'll game clock. Down to 3:39. A 10 on the play clock. First down and 10. Under center. Tailback Braden Brown. Into the air. His Badger will fire. It is caught. And a first down. First and goal for the Bears. Boykin made the grab. Boykin from Seattle. As a handoff gets him inside the 5. Braden Brown once again has been mainly the back so far in this game. 2:48 to go. As Badgett will be under center. Tailback set up for Ian Wheeler. Wheeler will get the ball. Wheeler to the 1. Pushing. He is gonna be short. Second and goal for the Bears. To the 2-minute warning, the Bears are dominant in this game. 21-0. And we welcome you back. Multiple new head coaches all around the league. Raiders, Jaguars, Jets, Bears, Saints, Cowboys, and Patriots, all with new head coaches. Chicago Bears, Ben Johnson was the offensive coordinator for the Lions. Tailback is Ian Wheeler, wheeling, dealing to the goal line, and 3rd and goal for the Bears. As there'll be a Buffalo timeout. 1:54 to go. As Bears looking to just add on to their total. It's already a blowout, really. Trying to add on to it. And Wheeler is gonna roar in for the Bears touchdown. The Bears are rolling. Just like that, it's 27-0. It is up and good. 28-0. As that was Luther Burden, they're defeating them with that motion in by Luther Burden, and Wheeler was able to find the outside and score. It is 28-0. 1:50 to go in the second. "12 plays, 84 yards. Wheeler with a 1-yard touchdown. Kicked away and to the 5. It'll be taken out. Galloping through the left side and gets tackled at the 33-yard line. First and 10. Gunman left, single back set. It is White in. Under 2 minutes to go. Firing out to the left. It is caught at the 45-yard line in plus territory. Making the grab was Christian Wilkinson. In pain, major behind his mouth. Is Terrell Smith. Just the left knee twisted awkwardly, which allowed Christian Wilkerson to get a little bit more after the catch, yards after catch. $1:32 to go. We'll head the break. 28-0 Bears. As Terrell Smith coming off with the cart. To be significant injury on his left knee. 42 plays for the Bears compared to the 15 for another man. 1st and 10, 1:32 to go. Play clock rolls. Timeout for the Bears. Any injury under 2 minutes will be an automatic timeout charged. 1:32 to go in the second. Man left, and it is caught. Elijah Moore out of bounds. Flag is down. Clock stops at 1:27. It'll be Zach Davidson, number 84. We'll get probably the flag. Face mask. Yeah, just grab the face mask. Had trouble blocking. As 1:27 to go, Mike White will fire down the field and overthrow Elijah Moore. Another flag. Might be roughing the passer. It'll be Montez Sweat. Star defensive end, 6'6", 270, a big guy. Heading into his 6th season, 47 sacks accumulated in the NFL. It also be Austin Booker. $1:23 to go in the second. White sends Elijah Moore in motion to the left side, single back set, double. The nickel for the Bears. Firing over the middle and dropped. So it'll be 2nd and 10. White is 4 for 9 on the day, 54 yards. Today, 6 for 10, Caleb Williams, 107 yards and a touchdown. As that was to Zacchaeus. As here's White to throw to the right side out of bounds. It'll be Hamler with the grab. That should be marked incomplete. 3rd and 10. Clock stops with 1:16. It is 28-0, 3rd and 10 for the Bears. $1:16 to go in the second. Mike White, 4 for 10 today, 54 yards, and here's White out of the gun. Tough throw down the field! Oh, it was in and out of the hands to Tyro Shaver. And it'll be 4th down and 10 for the Bills with 1:11. The Bears could get another scoring drive if they want to, or take a knee. Oh, just out of the hands of Tyrell Shaver. So Robbins to punt. And the goal line ends up in the end zone. 1:04 to go in the second, and the Bears will come out. As we are just over a minute away from halftime. Single back set. Wheeler the back. As to the air, will fire, caught. He looks to get up by 35. And the Bears will use their second timeout. Maybe look for a scoring drive. They're in plus territory. That was completed to Joel Wilson. So the first 5 possessions, first one from their own 8 was a touchdown. Punted on the second one, then all touchdowns since. In the last 14 years, the Bears have only made the playoffs twice. Never won a game. .59 on the clock. To the air, maybe, and here comes a scramble into the outside. A QB keeper just short of the marker as Badger with the run with 51 seconds to go. As with 51 seconds to go, 15 on the play clock. Clock will stop. 1 timeout left for the Bears, 2 for Buffalo. It'll be second down. 11 on the clock, 2nd and 1. So it'll be half a yard. .51 seconds to go, 1 timeout for the Bears. Maybe go far to the air here. Badger in trouble! Badger wrapped will fire over through the wide receiver Alexander, and third and 1. Gone as Wheeler will get the first down, and I think now just look to the field goal territory. 39 seconds. Third and final timeout for Chicago. This will be 1st and 10 for the Bears. Badgent out of the gun. Wheeler, single back set. Trips right. One wide left. And they go on the clock. And Badgent will look to throw. Badgent will have to roll right, and he's going to use his feet. As Badgent will get some room out of bounds. Inside field goal territory into the range of Cairo Santos. And a hold. I don't know what I think about that holding call. I don't know if that really was much of a hold, but it was called on Luke Newman, the guard. Newman, second string, sixth rounder. Second string right guard for him. And he'll step up. And he was hit while he threw it. As Carter hits a thick scoop and score. I don't know if it'll count. Yes, it is. As the Buffalo Bills get on the board. As Badgent was hit while he threw it, and the big man came up and grabbed it and took it for the sixth strike. They're gonna throw it. That might not count. I feel like that was a throw. I don't know. It'll be. Let's see. As of 27 seconds to go. I have no idea what they're gonna rule here. And as apparently it's whatever you want to call that graphic is up at midfield. It was caught by Wilson. They're just gonna spike it. 3rd and 7 from the 50-yard line. It would be a 68-yard field goal. As Deion Carter Dwayne Gardner has 305 pounds. And they're gonna go for the throw and sacked. Greg Russo. Rather, no, it was not. 5 to go. Flag is down. 2 offensive fouls, illegal formation, and illegal shift. They're gonna decline it, and the Bears are gonna lose yardage. As they're gonna go for it. Or that was a 4th down. It'll be Bills 56 yards. And here it is from 56. It is up and no good. Wide right. The Bills have heard that before many times. 28-0. The Bears lead. We will head to break and come back for the second half. As will welcome me back right off the rip. As it was a little bit of an early kick. First half stats. 92-10 rushing yards for the Bears, 279-37 for the Bears once again. Total yards, 371-47. Thomas Veston. Bears leading that also. And we are off, returning from the 3-yard line. And Galpy got to the right and was clotheslined. As Daniel Hardy with a big hit on Corrington. Buffalo hold. Mitchell Trubisky will come in. Look at maybe get the Bills on the board, second stringer. They've only had third stringers in for this game. First and 10. 14:54. They'll start off at the 21-yard line. Gun, Frank Gore to the left. Single back set. 2 wide left, and with 10 on the clock, able to get it off to Gore. Gore looking to the second deck, he will, and a first down. Right off the rip on the first play. Already looking better than the first half. So it'll be the clock rolling to 14:30, and it'll continue to roll. First and 10. Under center, man in motion to the left side. And a play fake. Trubisky will fire the screen. It is caught by Gore. Gore to the outside. And another first down for the Bills. So just like that, they'll move the chains. Mitchell Trubisky in his career, 64.2 completion percentage, 163 yards per game. Touchdown interception ratio, 74-48. 1-for-1 Trubisky, 13 yards. 1 passing play and 1 running play. Tailback is Gore Jr., and Gore Jr. will run it just short of midfield of the 48. Flag 4. Let's see, as some injuries down on the field. So it'll be holding on Jacob Bayer, the UDFA. First and 20. Clock will continue to tick down to 13:22. And an audible. That's Trubisky, tailback Gore. Play fake. Trubisky will go to the air. He'll fire out to the right. It is caught. Almost colliding with his own man. And a first down looking for more. It's Christian Wilkerson inside the 40. Another flag. Offensive pass interference on Zach Davidson. Tight end. Davidson was holding. Well, that's some offensive pass interference right there, as it was a little bit of a late flag. First and 30. Clock down at 12:42. Will fire. It is caught. And out of bounds. Connected it to Tyrell Shaver. (12:13). Second and 23 for the Bills. Tailback is Frank Gore Jr. Under center. Play fake. Trubisky will go to the air with a clean pocket. He'll have to roll right in trouble, losing time. On a chase down through it. Caught by Gore Jr. to get positive gainage. Mitchell Trubisky, former Bear, he was drafted by them in 2017. Went to Buffalo, then Pittsburgh for a season, then went back to Buffalo where he is now. Third and long. Trubisky to the air, and it is incomplete, but 2 flags are down. Wonder if he'll pull a first down. Defensive pass interference will be automatic first. First down and 10. 10 on the clock. A handoff. Having to shut off one man. Frank Gore will get a little bit of positive gainage. Second down. Mitchell Trubisky on the day. 3 for 3. 25 yards. Letting the clock tick. As it's winding down to the 11-minute marker. 22 on the play clock. 28 zip. $10.50 on the clock. Frank Gore will spread out a little bit more. Out of the gun. Trubisky fires a screen. It was swatted down. As that'll halt the clock. 3rd and 8 coming up. As that one was swatted down by Jean-Marie Croma. $10:42, clock halted. Out of the pistol. Spread out, single back, set in trouble. Has to throw in trouble and incomplete. 4th and 8. They're gonna go for it. 4th and long. Trubisky out of the gun, man left. Single back set. Stacked out right, turns into empty. Trubisky will lob down the field and over. Thorough flag is down, targeting Bray Davis. All right, probably a hold on Ryan Van DeMark. He's had 2 flags today. It'll be Richard Gorridge with a face mask. We'll at the break. Bears will take over. And we'll welcome you back as Chicago will get their first chance on the field. Handoff up the middle. Fair to say Caleb Williams will not be back. He's out of uniform. Played 2 drives, 6 for 10, 107 yards, and a touchdown for him. That was a throwing touchdown to Alamad Zacchaeus, the starting slot wide receiver. He was a UFA from Washington. And to the air will fire. It is caught. Able to hold on to it was Joel Wilson. Bill is down. DeMar Hamlin in a position battle or Taylor Rapp. As 9:28 to go. Clock will continue to roll. Caleb Williams last season, 60% completion, 3.648 on the yards, 21 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Bears to last season still struggled, only 18.2 points per game. Throwing just about 4,000 yards. Totaling just over 6,000, 22 ticks over that. 9:54 to go in injury. Jordan Hancock, he's had a good game. Coming out of Ohio State, Hancock was a 5th-round pick for the Bills. Clock will now start to roll. 9:50. Under center, tailback. As a tight end was in motion, that man in motion was Joel Wilson, and full start. Full start will go to Caleb Williams last season. 4,000 total yards. That's a Bears franchise record. 6th best ratio in the NFL. The bad part, only 63 completion, which is 31st in the NFL. 9:27 to go. Out of the gun, will fire over the middle, trying to make a one-handed grab. They're trying to target J.P. Richardson. Badging on the day, 12 for 18, 188 yards, and a 1 touchdown. Badging out of the gun with the single back set will go to the air and over. Forwarded the throw. Almost connected with Jade Walker. 3rd and 15. As the clock stops at 9:19. Badging out of the gun, Brown in the back. Single back set. He'll go to the air and fire. It is caught way behind the marker. Joel Wilson made the grab. See if they put out the field goal unit. Field goal team will come out. It'll be a 40-yard attempt for Cairo Santos, NFL veteran. Marking up from the right hash. It is up and automatic. Tapping it through, making it 31-zip. As we're going back, the Bills had quite a shopping off season. 330 shutout for Josh Allen for 6 years, 48 for James Cook, 80 for Greg Rousseau, Christian Benford, 76 million. All those in millions as the Bills will come out. They have not scored yet. It's 31-0. As the Bills will open up the season in Baltimore on Sunday Night Football, will be a game on MHS2, following by the Jets in Miami. Of a Week 7 bye right after a away game in Atlanta. As from the 5, galloping through the right sideline, as getting wrapped down and thrown down by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. As under center, play fake as Trubisky will go to the air, firing down the field, over, through. Looking to target Laviska Shenault. Third stringer, behind Tyrell Shaver and Joshua Palmer, left side wide receivers. Going to talk about, we've not seen him today, Keon Coleman, 29 receptions, 4 touchdowns, 556 yards on the defensive side, and Deshaun White. As Zaf Frazier starting the right cornerback for the Bears. 5th round pick in this year's draft. Single back set for the Bills as showing blitz at the edge and a handoff to Gore, and Gore Jr. will get just past the 35. Third and 5 for the Bills. Mitchell Trubisky will most likely be the second string. With that third stringer battle between Shane Buichelli and Mike White. As it'll be an empty backfield. And we'll fire out to the right, and some miscommunication looking at target. Christian Wilkerson, wide receiver. Notable offseason additions, Joey Bosa, Joshua Palmer, Shaq Thompson, Tre'Davious White, and Maxwell Hairston. Out is Von Miller, Matt Collins, and Amari Cooper. As Robbins will be forced to punt it away on 4th and 5. High kick. And I'll come to the 5. Was a little bit unbalanced after making that grab and galloping out to the left side. Inside the 25-yard line, it'll be taken out. Tyson Badgent is coming out. We'll have the break. And we'll welcome you back. The Bears will come out once again. $7:33 to go in the third quarter. It is 31-zip. Hand off up the middle. 7:15 to go in the third. It is 2nd and 6. Center man in motion to the right under center, snap, and play fake. Will fire out to the right, and it was incomplete. 2nd and 6. Winding to 3rd and 6. Gun, single back set, gun right, and it'll be off the snap with time. Still with time, the Bears offensive line doing their job, and incomplete. Joel Wilson just couldn't grasp it. Seems to be a little shaken up on this lower half, 4th and 6, and with 6:31, clock will halt. Joey Bosa out of Ohio State, 10th season in the NFL, 6'5", 280. As it'll be punted away. From the 10. Go out to the right, and got eaten up by the Bears defense. Credited to Tremaine Edmonds as we will hit the break. 6:18 to go in the third. 31-zip. And will welcome me back. Under center is Trubisky. Center man in motion, and a handoff as to the outside on the jet sweep, and able to stay on his feet into the secondary and out of bounds. As Hamler. KJ Hamler, first down. Bills has had a great offense. Dalton Kincaid recorded 448 yards and 2 touchdowns last season as a rookie. Here, Trubisky fires out to the right to Hamler, and Hamler will make the grab and take a big chuckle for that 10 yards. The new stadium in Orchard Park is almost done. It'll be opening up next season. It's supposed to be futuristic. A lot of parking, it looks to be. 2nd and 3. And a handoff up the middle to Gore, and Gore will get a first. Clock will continue to roll. A historic Soldier Field, I believe one of the older stadiums in the NFL. As winding down the 4:40 on the clock. Whereas both the Cubs and White Sox, based in Chicago, the Blackhawks. They've also an NBA team in Chicago. That pass was incomplete, overthrew it to the right-hand side of Trubisky. As 4:15, 2nd and 10. .31 fires the screen. It is caught and into the secondary, and a first down to Stefan Gosnell. UDFA slot wide receiver, last on the depth chart in 4th. Right next to Deion Kane, left side wide receiver. The 4th is Christian Wilkinson. We've seen a lot nice from the 4th stringers. Under center. Tailback to Gore, and Gore will find some room up the middle. At first down. February 6, 2025, the MVP, Josh Allen, May 31st, got married. And he signed, that was after that $330 million contract. Under center, play fake. Trubisky with time will fire. It is caught and out of bounds. With 2:44. Clock will continue to roll. Gunman right, trips left. We have the shotgun. 2nd and 4. Trubisky fires over the middle. It is caught by Frank Gore. Lost the football, and the Bears jump on it. It ricocheted and bounced right to Justin Jones, the defensive tackle. As a great drive ends in misery for the Bills. 31-0. As welcome back, Austin Reed is now in. As he will take over the Bears offense. As they'll fire over the middle, it is caught and in stride, a first down. Exactly at the 2-minute marker, clock will wind down. Fourth stringer out of Western Kentucky. WKU. As it is 31-zip under center is Reed. Sending man in motion, that's Joel Wilson. As I'll hand it off to the tailback and getting inside the 30 as it was Ian Wheeler. "38 sacks allowed last season for the Bears, most in franchise history." One minute to go in the third. 2nd and 4. Out of the gun with time, fires over the middle. It is caught for the left side in the left hash, where it'll be first down for the Bears. Clock rolling, 46 to go. As that was J.P. Richardson out of Texas Christian University, TCU, who made the grab wearing number 26. $16 on the clock. Under center. A handoff to the right side, looking for the edge. He gets it only about a yard. Out of bounds. Clock will tick down to 04, and that'll do it for the third quarter, heading to the final 15 minutes of the game. A dominance by the Bears. It is 31-0. As it is pure domination by the Bears, especially in that second quarter, 21 points. As they are up 31-0 to the outside, and the clock will roll. Austin Reed on the day, 2 for 2, 18 yards. It is 3rd and 2 for the Bears. And off to the right side, and Wheeler able to get free inside the 45, cattling down to the 41. It is a first down for the Bears. As that handoff, and then got a full clean. It could have taken it all the way. $13:45. Out of the gun. Reed will go to the air, lobbing down the field, and incomplete in traffic into double coverage. Trying to target Joel Wilson. As with 13:37, clock stopped. And a handoff to the outside, able to find some room and getting chopped down. Tackle Brown. Quarterbacks today, Caleb Williams, 6 for 10, 107 yards and a touchdown. 13 for 22 is Tyson Bagent, 196 yards and a touchdown here. Austin Reed now in, 2 for 3 for 18. Third and 7. Single back set. Trips right, and here is Reed to the air, will fire, it is caught, and inside the 30. As a first down, it went to Walker. It's wide open over the middle was Walker. In fact, Austin Reed had a national title. (12:22) under center. Handoff and stuffed behind the line. As that was the fourth string strong safety, Wande Owens, UDFA. 2nd and 11. Talking about still some questions with that running back room for the Bears. You have DeAndre Swift, really more down the line with, we've seen about everybody. Britton Brown, Ian Wheeler, Deion Hankins, Callum Monaghy. We saw him a little bit in the beginning. And then, of course, most likely the bona fide starter, DeAndre Swift. Over the middle, it is caught in stride. As J.P. Richardson, a UDFA. And another first down conversion for the Bears. That was Reed in the single back set. Found him wide open through a threesome of Bills players. Forrest Jr. part of that threesome with Tantum Bethune. Man is down. And J.P. Richardson is down. Being stubborn. Understandably getting his shot in the NFL. As coming out to look at J.P. Richardson. The Bears' schedule. First 4 weeks, it'll be versus the Vikings at the Lions, versus the Cowboys, and at the Raiders. And they have that early Week 5 bye. First and 10. As that was Joel Wilson in motion under center. Tailback is Ian Walker. As the man went to the slot, handoff to rather that was Ian Wheeler, not Walker. It'll be second down, maybe about a yard or two. There, 6 feet. That's it'll be 33 on the play clock. Clock rolling down, 10:43, 31-0. Chicago, quite a historic city. Out of the gunman right. To the air is Reed. Reed! Oh, he threw his own football, and it comes up to the outside and out of bounds. Oh, I thought he was going to run it after throwing it down. Caught his own bounds, dribbling it, and the rest was history. Just kind of forgot how to throw the ball, but he caught it himself. My goodness. Somehow got plus out of that. McDermott is gonna challenge it. He spiked it, I guess. As will welcome me back, some interesting play. It was a considered backward pass. He caught his own ricochet and interesting way, I guess you could say. As they're deeper in the red zone, a 6-yard gain. .23 on the play clock. Still can't get over that awkward play. Passing back set, man right. Each QB so far has had a touchdown for the Bears. A low snap, a handoff to Wheeler. Wheeler is wheeling and dealing into the end zone for the Bears touchdown. That's his second touchdown of the day, and the Bears will extend their lead. As a handoff right up the middle, and he was right celebration right there. The kick is good. It is 38-zip. James Cook, 533 rushes, about just over 2,600 yards, 4.9 average, 20 touchdowns, fourth season for him. Fun fact, Chicago was the first ever city to have a skyscape skyscraper, which was built in 1885. As it'll be fielded out and outside the numbers from the 30, and Ryan Poles, the Bears general manager. $9:29 to go. Handoff up the middle with some room and a first. Still a little bit of a position battle really for both sides when it comes to that running back room. James Cook, the bona fide starter, signing his 4-year deal. Question is, Frank Gore Jr. has showed up pretty well, battling, I believe, for that running back 2 or 3 spot. He is currently the 5th stringer. 8:57, firing out to the right. It is caught, and able to break some ankles, and got plastered. About a first down after getting tackled. That was Deion Kane, the wide receiver. $8:35 to go in the 4th. Man in motion out to the right. Gun the tailback is Frank Gore. Looks to be Shane Buicelli in. And looking to the outside, he's going to find some room, but then just decided to curve out of bounds. They'll just keep the clock rolling at this point. Second down and 5. 7:52 to go on the clock. Under center is Buicelli. Tailback is Frank Gore. Play fake. And Buicelli will go to the air. Lobbing down the field and overthrew Laviska Shenault Jr. 3rd and 5. Buicelli, 4th stringer, right behind Mike White and Mitchell Trubisky. The starter being Josh Allen, 6'5", 237 is Josh Allen. Shane Buicelli, 6', 210 out of SMU. This is his 5th NFL season. Third and 5. Out of the gun, with time, to the left. Trying to get that dig route, and incomplete. Looking for Laviska Shenault Jr. once again, 4th and 5. Might as well go for it. See what they'll do here. Maybe try to get points on the board with a field goal. They are in that territory with 7:33. Dennis Allen's coaching career as defensive coordinator and scoring 31st. All for the New Orleans Saints, 31st, 10th, and 17-18 was 14th, 19th, 13th, 2020 was 5th and 4th, and 2021. Those were all the Saints. Single back set, out of the gun. With time, Buicelli will lob down the field, and incomplete. The Bears will get the ball once again. So able to get that stop. Nothing going for the Bills today. It is 38-0. Under center, tailback. Tailback, I believe, is Britton Brown. Seen a lot of him today, as Brown will get the handoff and gets basically stuffed up at the line, maybe about a yard or two. $7:13 to go. Tyson Bagent, 13 for 22, 198, and 1 touchdown. As today. Under center, play fake, gonna roll right, Reed will fire it, and it is caught at the 45-yard line. Caught by Samori Torre. Top draft picks, Colston Loveland from Michigan, ranked as the second best tight end in the draft. Rabona Penn State phenom. I don't remember where he went to. I think the Falcons, I want to say, or something like that. For Burden, 3 catches, 49 yards. Under center. Handoff out to the right side, and able to find some room was Britton Brown, but not much. It'll be second down. Second and 5. Tight ends drafted in the first round. Mike Ditka, 5th, and then Greg Olson, 31st, and then 10th is Colston Loveland. Second and 5. Under center, tailback, and a handoff up the left side, and here goes Britton Brown into the secondary at the 25-yard line. It looks a little shaken up after that tackle. Really got his knee caught in there. 5:11 to go in the fourth. $4:50 to go in the fourth. First and 10. Under center, power formation. Has the fullback in, a play fake. Fires over the right side. It is caught. A nice job holding on to it was Jade Walker, UDFA. First and 10, 4:07 to go. Letting the clock just keep winding down. Reed sending a man in motion. Under center, tailback. And it'll be a toss to Wheeler. Wheeler has 2 touchdowns on the day, getting just outside the 10 at the 12. And it'll be second down. Second and 7. As 3:35 to go. $3:23. 38 on the clock. Under center. Man in the backfield. That is, once again, Ian Wheeler. Hands it off to the tailback. Wheeler is going to get just outside the 5, maybe about inches away. Third down and short. Wheeler has 2 touchdowns on the day. Third down and 2. Doing great in the red zone today. That's a man in motion. to the near side, sending back another man, Alexander. Maurice Alexander, and two wide right, a handoff up that I formation, and a first down for the Bears. We're going to let it wind down to the 2-minute warning, and I believe that'll do it. First and goal. And we'll head to the 2-minute warning. It is 38-0. And a stay. Actually, I thought we were heading to break. We were not. As it's first and goal. Can't imagine anything other than just a knee. Really, I don't think they're going to try and put up 40, but who knows? As it'll be first and goal. It'll be first and goal, and they're gonna go in victory formation on their center. As the clock will just now tick. As 123. Under center, taking another knee. This'll be third and goal. It's gonna let the clock wind down. As the clock will just continue to tick down some more. Looking forward, one last week of preseason, and we're off for week 1. I'll personally be heading to what'll be the Buffalo for the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be on MHS2. As both teams will spill out onto the field, and that'll do it. The Bears dominate the Bills 38-0. As one last game of week 3 of preseason, and we'll head to the 4th and final week. 38-0. Bears win it. Nothing for the Bills. And good night on MHS2. I'm Chesney, and nobody alongside. Good night.